I invite him to address the Assembly.
Hello, my name is Cal Korf, and I'm a colonel in the Israeli-founded Special Secret Services. How do you do? I'm here today to talk about the officials at Josephine County in Oregon. I'd like to talk about Sheriff Gil Gilbertson, District Attorney Stephen Campbell, Deputy James Geiger, who first claimed he shot my brother, but it turns out he didn't, and then of course Deputy Alan Johnson, who actually did shoot my brother according to the forensic data, as well as his colleagues and good buddies Don Ecker, David Biedny, Mac Tonys, Paul Kimball, and so on, Kevin Randall. List goes on and on and on. Again, it's the usual clique, as we are identifying. And what we do is we expose them for what they really are. And my name is short for Cal Israel. There you go.
Question: do you think the U.S. will attack Iran?
So we're going to now take away the scissors that these guys can't run with properly, and we're going to take away their excuse as to why they're not talking. They're saying, oh, we're not talking because we're being sued. Yeah, you have been sued, because you said we weren't going to sue you. You said we were just bluffing. We called that bluff too. Just like people who said I didn't have nanobots.
Let me get you to something less political. What do you think about global warming? What do you think about the need to use less oil? And what do you think this is going to do, yes, to global politics?
Let's talk about nanobots. I'm not talking about the imaginary nanobot armies that Deputy Jim Geiger made up. I'm talking about real nanobots here. I'm talking about real nanobot components. Maybe you saw this vial up there. It contains literally thousands of nanobot components, each of which is numbered. So, you can't mix them like you do, Major Randall. Sure enough, as much as I hate and it hurts to admit it, I was right, and that's not ego talking, that's just facts. So for all of you assholes out there, really special assholes that make a point to hate, well, as I've said many times before, the game's over, okay? You are just beyond exposed. The most common thing is to expose them for what they are. You're lying, and you think people are stupid enough to fall for your shit. Else. It's now libel and slander with malicious intent. You've accused me of stealing valor, which is a blatant libel and slander. I'm libeling and slandering the U.S. government. Everything from libel, slander, and defamation with deliberate malicious intent to outright lying. Randall admitting he lied. He's lying. Even admitted under cross-examination. Mr. Don Ecker lies. Because he lied a second time. He lied to you folks when he said I never worked at Lawrence Livermore Lab. He has no idea that, in fact, he said if Cal Korf ever worked at Lawrence Livermore Lab, he would eat his hat. Well, that's again a good example of how Don Ecker lies. Don Ecker doesn't wear a hat, so is often little gray men. And that there's little gray men. Just ask Paul Kimball. You should have evidence first before you believe in little gray men. Evidence is nice. It had to do with my father. So I remind people that nobody can just pull nanobot components out of one's butt. It is not possible. But if one is legitimate in telling the truth, it is possible. And I was telling you the truth all along. So thanks very much, folks, for listening to this two-part video. This is unscripted, and I'm just telling you the facts. I'm sorry if it kind of wandered a little bit. I'm going to head back to Prague shortly. Anyway, Thank you very much, folks, and we'll be in touch again. Thank you.